What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. So we're back at the shop today. We are working on the EM2. Let me turn this radio down so y'all can hear me. Today we're working on the EM2. Last video y'all saw, we pulled the original motor out of the car, and we off camera you didn't see, but we pressure washed the engine bay and it cleaned up pretty nice. So today I'm going to be taking off the old subframe, taking the AC stuff off the firewall. I'm gonna take the old shifter box and cables out. Actually, I think we can use the shifter box and cables if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we should be able to use the shifter box and cables. Take the clutch line off, take the radiator out, so the front bumper's got to come off anyway because it has this bumper toe stuff on here, so we're gonna be taking that off. I'm gonna take the hood off just to make it easier to mount the camera and film a bunch of other stuff. And we're going to install the mounts, and we're finally going to be dropping in the swap, and that'll probably wrap up the video with that. But I'm going to go through, film all the process, show y'all everything that y'all need to do, and we'll continue on with it from there. Alright, so I pretty much got everything that's unnecessary to the firewall stripped down. I got all the stuff off the sides that we don't need. Got the radiator and the condenser out, all the AC stuff, power steering, the hood's off, all that is out. So what I'm about to do now is jack the car up. Well, not jack it up, but set it up on the lift, pull the wheels off, get the subframe out, get these things off too. And we're gonna slide the swap in I don't know what I'm gonna do after that. Oh, then we're gonna Christian's got this TSX that he's selling on the lift, and he's gone to go get his other TSX because his clutch master cylinder blew out this morning. And then we're gonna pull this RSX that we got sitting back there on the lift, and we're gonna swap subframes out of it, get that car rolling again, swap subframes and suspension, get that car rolling again, push it out to the gulag, and get the RSX suspension and subframe on the EM2, and we'll probably start wiring it up too. If we can get it running today, which I don't see why not, we should be able to. I don't see why we couldn't be able to get it running today. But if we get it running today, we get it running today. If we don't, we don't. We got a field trip to go on tomorrow to pick up a car that's gonna be sort of kind of shop car. We don't know what we're gonna do it yet, but we'll get into that in another video. But so we're trying to get as much stuff done on this today, and I'm also gonna be doing a video on prepping and painting this engine bay today. I got the paint for it, and that'll be another video. So I got a couple videos coming out. Just working as fast as I can on getting the cars done, getting the videos, getting them edited. And what the hell is that? I hate hate South Carolina. So yeah, working as fast as I can on getting cars done, getting them started basically, and getting videos edited and getting them out. I also got another video on this EM1 over here that we are destroying for a good purpose. And I got to do a video on that also. So yeah, like I said, getting the subframe off next, the wheels and subframe, and then we're gonna prep to get the motor in and everything else. All right, we got the subframe out. Do a little bit of floor cleanup because I hate working in dirty spaces. I'm about to take that scrap to the scrap pile, and we got about 99.9% of the mount kit right here. We are missing the front mount, which is on its way. This is not for this. This is for an R6. And to explain the mount situation, let me change this camera battery. I'm recording, bitch, and it's loud. I gotta turn this music off so I don't get demonetized.
Leave it on. This is the unedited shit that needs to stay in the video.
Yeah, so everybody can hear me yelling and all the background noise.
Hear you yell and have the fans going. It's hot. It's fucking 95 degrees in South Carolina.
You'll be alright. Just lose some weight and you'll be good. Anyway, so like I was saying before, I'm explaining the mount situation to you. So this mount right here, which would normally go on the driver's side of an RSX, would go here. Let me just go ahead and lower the car. All right, so this mount would position itself here, and that is for a trans mount. And then you have this mount that positions itself here, and this is the chassis mount for the engine side. And obviously you have a rear mount for the rear engine side. We gotta need a T bracket.
Use R6.
Yeah, no, I have to find another one. And then this is the one that goes.
The TSX. I mean the R6. The R6 has it.
Yeah, don't.
Okay, well it should be.
This mount goes here, and that goes for the post mount. And then it has this weird contraption of a bracket, which basically.
And it's dumped Morrison.
Goes like this. And then there's a flat plate that goes on the transmission, and that bracket just fell.
That's a brand new mount.
And it bolts to this and uses this post mount, well, transmission stud, I should say, and pretty much that's how it bolts up. And then obviously you use a RSX rear T bracket, which we have to source.
Jesus Christ. Well, it was fresh.
It's all right. You have that on those big jobs.
Well, if you didn't just fucking try to be goddamn extraordinaire with this shit.
Hey, man, look.
You could have laid it up here after you fucking put it.
I thought it would have stayed in there, all right?
Yeah, because
it seemed like a good plan. That stayed. How come that didn't fall out?
I want to put a bolt
Mm,
in.
all right. Take it easy. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I got to charge my GoPro up some more. Y'all might miss me sliding this thing in here, but you see me slide 100,000 motors in this thing, in cars before, and it's pretty much the same. So I'm gonna go charge the GoPro up, and once I get the motor back in, I will check in with you guys after that. Bam. All right. So what the world is this? Anyway, is this a freaking wire nut? Oh God! Sit down. Some wire on there. We gotta take the whole swap back out now.
Big block off.
Big block off. Anyway, we got El Swapo in the car, and I feel like I don't know, OCD's kicking in. All right, hold on, wait. All right, so we got swapping the car, and to my personal opinion, I feel like these chassis should have came with this motor.
I mean, it fits in there pretty damn good.
Yeah,
it really does. So the AC stuff, we're using the EP3 stuff. You got to do a little bit of custom Johns over here. I think what we've seen is they cut this little elbow off and kind of try to mount it somewhere over here, kind of clean out the way it does hang over the fuse box a little bit, but it'll be able to be moved up a little so that you can get to it. But yeah, we've got to manipulate these lines a little bit. Not bad though.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. All we got to pretty much do is hook subframe up, fuel system, which is pretty much just one line.
Yeah, it's just one feed line.
Yeah, one feed line, and
which I believe we can. No, we won't be able to use one off the R6. I think I've got adapters. We'll make like a.
No, I think the R6 one won't work because the R6 one pretty much just comes out right here.
Yeah, but it's all over here.
Oh yeah, that is right.
So what
we'll have to put
we'll look into
6AN on
I
there.
got that right up. So yeah, we'll see what they.
No, we'll have to put one of those adapter Johnnies on here with the
one.
6AN on it, and then do a 6AN to the rail.
Yeah. And then we can use this for the brake booster. Yes. Because it's got a check valve in the line. We can just trim it and put it on there. I mean, everything else, cables go right on. You use the EP or the EM2 shifter cables. They mount right up.
We got to trim this hose. So
got to trim some hoses. The harness, obviously, the engine harness stays on the car, goes through the firewall, the factory. Man. I got a little shorty. They were telling me you got to do something. You might have to run the R6 cables. That's what it is. You run the R6 cables, but you don't have to run the. You can run the shifter box.
Yeah. But you know what? You can use those cables in a swap car.
Because it's short.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So that was a bad on me, but we can still get to it easily because we don't have the subframe up.
Yeah, we don't have the subframe up.
Yeah. So R6 cables, you use the factory shifter box. Innovative mounts is what we're running. You saw that earlier.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything is pretty much plug and play. AC, if you want to do AC, you run EP3 lines. Everything you can use the factory condenser for the car that mounts up. With the power steering, we're still on the fence about that, what we need to do, but RSX one should fit. I mean, normally that 14 millimeter nut is the same thread pitch.
Yeah.
It should come over and around to the pump. No issues with that. We do have to do something a little different with the reservoir mount over here. We'll have to do a little custom Johns.
A little custom thing. Probably just mount the reservoir here.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
So it'll be tucked up over here. You have to do a battery relocation. Some guys have done some decently clean mounting here. We don't care about that. We're just going to go to the trunk with a battery box.
Yeah.
And maybe just a little shorty intake. We're not going to do a cold air. Probably just do a little right here. I don't like intakes that go back this way.
Yeah, because they suck the heat up from the exhaust.
We're not going to try to make a factory R6 box work. We're just going to do a little 3-inch John right there with a filter. Yeah. He's not looking for crazy power, but he does obviously want more power, which he's going to get double the power he had compared to that, what, 93?
Yeah, it was like 93 horsepower.
93 horsepower. So yeah, he should be easily close to that 200 mark with the stock swap. And we're gonna run basically a 2.5-inch exhaust to a muffler, and then we're gonna utilize a factory catalytic converter, so emissions and everything will be cool. But yeah, I mean it's
catalytic converter.
Yeah, that's what we're running a cat.
Why? It's a South Carolina car.
You gotta run it for the computer for the secondary.
I thought we were doing that flash stuff. Can't you just delete it?
You can't delete it, I don't think. I think it's in the
If it's a flash, it should be able to
They might have not deleted it, I don't know. We'll see.
We'll find out.
I just want this car to function factory with no check engine lights. That's how I want this car to be. The ECU is a K-flashed board ECU, so VTEC obviously is different locations. They may have tweaked some stuff, but I don't know if the secondary is enabled or disabled, which we'll find that out.
We're gonna disable it.
We'll see. This car will have no check engine lights. 0.
We hope. No, I won't.
Well, and AC lines and everything is pretty much straightforward.
Yeah, use the EP3 radiator too.
Yeah, use the EP3 radiator. We're gonna obviously modify the charge harness, probably just like a swap car. We'll just use the main plugs and then we'll extend all this stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, we do have to.
Yeah, we got to.
Okay. Yeah, this is our first time doing it, so we're learning. We got that guide, like I said, so we're not gonna get into super details on everything because those guys spent the time and are charging for that service. So we're not going to get into any kind of wiring. There is some depinning and rewiring for the primary O2 sensor. They have a huge write-up on it, very detailed. We're not going to touch that at all. So if that's what you guys are looking for in this video, you're not going to.
Yeah, we'll put the link in the description to
for the guys.
For the guys, whenever we get to that part of the video.
Yeah, their K-swap guide is super in depth. It tells you everything you need. We've already been over that, but like I said, we're not going to touch any kind of wiring in this video because that is the hard work here to keep it with the factory without running the K-tune conversion harness, or whatever company makes the conversion harness.
Yeah, we're just giving y'all a bunch of free game right now. But
this car will have the immobilizer enabled. It'll be programmed for the key. The factory.
Oh wait, do we have to swap the RSS key in here?
No, we use this one. We just have to get it reprogrammed for the computer.
Oh, okay.
Because basically when we do our conversion to the ECU, it's going to plug right in and everything's going to read like it's supposed to. Oh. Because these chassis are basically set up, you know. Yeah. They're basically like an EV3.
Yeah. So this would be like if you have a damn 99EX and you want to put an SI motor in.
Exactly. Yeah. So everything's going to function. It's going to have the immobilizer. It's going to have AC power steering. Everything's going to function. All the gauges. Everything's going to work like factory. It's even going to have purge. We can utilize the purge still. We just need to mount this, take this line from here.
Like nitrous purge?
We just need to take this line from here and put it here.
Oh, so we're going to purge the nitrous?
Purge the nitrous.
Bet.
Yeah, so I mean, this car is going to be pretty much factory with a Type S, a K20A2 swap. And it's going to be fun for sure. We're going to do suspension as well.
What about the pinning for the AC? Is it just a red wire? Because this is a tree wire one.
You pulled that out?
It may or may not have pulled itself out.
Okay. We'll get into that. I'm not sure about that. I'll look at this compressor. This one should be
I know.
Should be a single wire as well.
Yeah. Is it?
Nope, this is 3-wire.
Yeah, it's 3-wire.
So I'm sure there's something on the right.
I think a TSX one is a 3. Oh, that one doesn't have one on there. Okay.
They've got write-ups on it. So we'll figure all that out.
Yeah. But once we get the, well, I don't know, probably wrap it up for this video because we still got to finish his POS on the lift and get the other car in here and swap subframes out, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's 4 bolts and 2 ball joint bolts, and then put it in here, put the wheels back on it.
Yeah.
Back to the gulag till we're ready to work on it again.
That's it.
So yeah, that's it. So as always, guys, comment, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next upload.